An attempt to find solid proof to validate the following account will probably be in vain. However, circumstantial historical evidence is still scattered around the globe. In the beginning was the Word, the Gospel of John 1:1. In him was life, and life was the light of men, verse 4. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, verse 14. This is estimated to have happened approximately 2,000 years in the past. But a particular individual extended to the people a new way of faith, but was deemed by the society of the time to be too dangerous. And for the people, he was crucified and put to death. However, how could this have happened? Medically, it was impossible. Though his wounds were fatal, the individual arose 3 days after his execution and was revived. And the individual, who was found by Joseph of Arimathea, who wrapped his body in a flax cloth, and to him who had treated his body with care, the man expressed his thanks and stated, "I will go east." With tears in his eyes, Joseph of Arimathea asked him, "Will I ever see you again?" The man showed Joseph of Arimathea 9 locations with the sand near his feet, and simply stated, "Everything is circular if it rotates." That was all. Then he vanished into the light. The 9 locations that the man pointed out seemed like places on a map, but no one could figure out where they corresponded to or what they meant. And besides, no one thought to believe such stories either. However, Joseph of Arimathea, he documented the information and kept it close at all times. The man who had vanished from the public eye kept on traveling towards the east. Along the way, he lived with and learned the language and the culture of those he met. And though time passed, his journey never saw an end. And when he finally reached the far east, he began to build a ship. The inhabitants of the land gladly aided him in the making of his vessel. And the man set off once it was done, farther and farther across the ocean. The people who lived with him said, "We wish to see you again." Once he had crossed the ocean and reached the farthest ends of the earth, he lived out the rest of his days on that land. How much time had passed since he had set out on his journey? How old was he now? No one knew, and when it came time for him to breathe his last breath. Shortly after his death, there came a large earthquake, which tore the ground apart with its force. And afterwards, there was a great storm which washed away the earth with its torrential downpours. Though his corpse never rotted, it tore into 9 pieces, and it was moved along by the winds and sand to the east. The land that he had found after years of journeying was in fact a large continent. Sometimes, animals and birds would carry his parts across the land, or it would encounter the natives, or it would be found within a large tree, or scores of fish would help it travel across rivers. And once again, there would be storms and winds. The last time he encountered humans was deep within a desert in what is known as San Diego, where a group of soldiers who were training had perished. Within that desert, underneath the sands, was where his heart was hidden, and it was, by accident, found by a young soldier from the missing troop. The soldier was the only one who made it back to civilization alive, and afterwards, said soldier slowly rose to the top, and he realized that there must be other body parts aside from the heart that he had found. He had to find the rest of them. This must be fate, and once the soldier became the president of the country, he started to pursue the buried secrets, the hidden legend.
Brothers, 2 stars around across all the heavens in the night, and they're stirring the surface of the dark and the surface of the light, and the spin echoes together as they're burning bright. And the sun will lead the way for all those who seek a path in the glory, and the sacrifice to pay for all those who will pursue a way to rise above. Throbbing hearts are always ever burning as if they were in flames, the pulse ever beating from their palms, the courage that's pumping through their veins, with bravery embrace the blood that holds their fate. Sono chino sadame ja ja.
8 minutes ago, 1605, Philadelphia, near Independence Hall.
It seems peaceful enough, but this area is teeming with the president's men. It's impossible for Gyro and Johnny to take on this alone. By the looks of it, Gyro Sabelli and Johnny Joestar seem to be following Dio's tracks in order to obtain the eye. But it's highly improbable. President Valentine and his men are also seeking to end things here. Gyro and Johnny will perish here in Philadelphia before they even reach Dio. It would have been wiser to utilize the SBR race to escape from this city. But now they will undoubtedly be tracked and assassinated by the president. There he is, Dio. Now, in this situation, whom am I to ally myself with? I will not ally myself with the losing side. If I lose, then I will have no place to fall. I will never follow that path again. If I am to defeat the president, the only chance I have is with Dio. And someone tried to seize the left eye from him. I only require one more piece to create the larger picture. The president has no choice but to appear himself in front of Dio, after all. Where did he go? Dio. How is he planning on approaching the president? A trap? Why is it here? The gun is fully loaded. Who placed it here? Left side ataxia. This. What? Impossible. You're. What? You. Stop. He can't move his legs? Johnny Joestar. But how? What does it all mean? Johnny Joestar. Why did Johnny Joestar attack me? And I shot him. No. But was that really Johnny Joestar? And if it were, why would he choose to attack me from behind at such close range? And for what reason? Why? At least 4 bullets hit Johnny. Am I dreaming? Or is this the work of someone else? Perhaps it is some sort of unknown stand attack by the enemy.
Everything is going as planned. Johnny Joestar is best left alive. Right, Whippeepo?
You! What were you doing just now? Magenta was alive. You should have known that I was tracking you, Dio.
I thought that you and Magenta got along well.
What did you just see? You lured me here, did you not? Why did you lure me here towards the park?
"8 minutes ago, 1605, near Independence Hall." I see. Lucy's Dio, the one that's supposed to be dead, is assuming the position of the First Lady. The spy that's on the inside is Lucy Steele, who's feigning as the First Lady. If her identity is still hidden, then it should be a good opportunity for me. Idea will seize all of the body parts that are being collected here in Philadelphia. But the whole town is under high security. The president's soldiers are being rather noisy.
Hey! Where are you going? Stop right there!
Where am I going? I'm going to the Independence Hall, which is what you're supposed to be guarding. To assassinate your boss, that is. Let's camouflage you. No, that's not right. They're not being collected. They already are. The corpse is complete. Even the head is here. Valentine. He's alone. He's walking alone. Without bodyguards. Where's he planning on going alone? Is he still here to settle things? No, it's because the corpse is complete. I can attack him now. I can assassinate him now.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my